Hello everyone. Today I am going to share some information about coronavirus. Nowadays coronavirus has become such a big threat for whole world. Everyone from a small kid to old age person, from an illiterate to highly qualified has become familiar with this word. So here I am going to share some information about coronavirus infection. So the name coronavirus was assigned to virus due to its appearance. Corona means crown and the virus appears like a crown. The virus is able to cause disease in humans, some other mammals and also few cases observed in birds. It can cause major economic loss and the actual threat is its easy spread and high mortality compared to other human viruses. As per recent studies and news, the major problem by this virus is that it is causing respiratory and enteric diseases. However, the virus spread is not limited to particular organ. There are number of target tissues such as nervous system, immune system, kidney, reproductive system, respiratory system and enteric system. So let's see the taxonomy and classification of this virus. The coronavirus belong to the order Nidovirales. This order has three families: Coronaviridae, Arteriviridae and Broniviridae, among which the family Coronaviridae has two subfamilies, Coronavirinae and Torovirinae. The subfamily Coronavirinae is having four genus: alpha coronavirus, beta coronavirus, gamma coronavirus and delta coronavirus, among which alpha coronavirus and beta coronavirus has found to be causing diseases in humans. So what is COVID-19? Here COVID-19, in COVID-19, CO stands for corona, VI for virus, D for disease and 19 for 2019, and it was this name was declared by WHO to the coronavirus infection. So let's talk about the structure and composition of this virus. When observed under electron microscope, virus particle is spherical with prominent club-shaped spikes. The diameter of virus is about 120 nanometer. There are 5 different structural proteins. First one, spikes, which are glycoprotein in nature and designated as S, consisting of about 1150 to 1450 amino acid. Here, the range is due to variations in subunits of S protein. Spikes embedded in envelope protein E, formed of 100 amino acid. Envelope also possess integral membrane proteins, which is designated as M, with 250 amino acids. Apart from this, it also shows phosphorylated nucleocapsid proteins formed of 500 amino acid and designated as N. Apart from this, the hemagglutinin esterase protein, which is designated as He, formed of 425 amino acid. Hemagglutinin esterase protein is the additional structural glycoprotein. Then comes the genome of virus. The genome is single-stranded, non-segmented RNA with positive polarity. Those who have studied general virus classification can easily understand virus structure. SARS-CoV spike protein mediates both host cell surface attachment and membrane fusion. However, the spike glycoprotein is showing variation, and that is the reason for delay in forming vaccines and medicine and exact medicine. Then the next, origin. Or you can say the suspected origin. It is suspected that SARS-CoV had jumped from its animal host to humans. From the nucleotide sequencing of samples of animal from Guangdong, China, it is revealed that cat-like animals called masked palm civets harbored variants of SARS-CoV. Another suspected animal were Chinese bats. Chinese horseshoe bats are the natural reservoir of SARS-like coronavirus. When genome of human and bat viruses align, 92% nucleotide are identical. Amino acid sequence are 96 to 100% identical for all proteins except receptor binding spike proteins, which are only 64% identical. Mutation of spike proteins allowed virus to jump from bat host cells to those another species, or if it is transmitted directly to humans, or maybe transmission to humans occurred through infected civets. So we can conclude that the horseshoe bat appears to be the natural reservoir for SARS-CoV, with the civet cat serving as an intermediate. Then why origin and disappearance of this virus occurred? The first case was recorded in 2002 in China. It was thought that it is a causative agent of typical pneumonia. Later it termed SARS, that is severe acute respiratory syndrome. In southern Chinese city Guangzhou, 300 became ill and 5 died. In 2003, it escaped from China first to Hong Kong and then to 29 countries by summer 2003, including Singapore, Vietnam, Canada, and US, etc. WHO reported 8,098 people with possible SARS, including 744 deaths. The spread was purely due to international travel of infected pupils. Then why the disease disappeared after 2003? Genome sequence of SARS-CoV strains provides an explanation for its apparent disappearance that I am going to explain in my next video. Then the prime target of COVID. COVID-19 can infect all age groups, but it is mostly lethal for immunocompromised patients such as diabetic patients, heart patients, and the cancer patients. However, the medical staff or veterinary staff treating infected cases are also most prone to infection as they come in direct contact with the virus. The next is the transmission. The major route of transmission is by droplets produced by coughing and sneezing of infected persons or carrier person. Secondly, it may also spread due to fecal contamination. The SARS-CoV virus can transmit aerogenically with an incubation time of 2 to 10 days with a mean of 5 days. Then the pathogenesis. Approximately 50% infections are asymptomatic. Immunity following infection and then reinfection is possible, typically restricted to mucosal cells of respiratory tract. In addition to respiratory diseases, enteric diseases like diarrhea is also possible. Pneumonia caused by SARS coronavirus is characterized by diffuse edema resulting in hypoxia. Virus bind to the receptor angiotensin converting enzyme 2, that is ACE2, on the surface of respiratory tract epithelium, which may contribute to dysregulation of fluid balance that causes edema in alveolar space, that I will explain in detail in my next video. The next, signs and symptoms. The common signs and symptoms for the COVID-19, or you can say SARS, is that is severe acute respiratory syndrome, is type of viral pneumonia. The signs and symptoms, they resembles to those of influenza. There may be the fever, aching muscles, coryza, then runny nose, sore throat, headache, cough, dyspnea, chills, rigors, malaise, hypoxia. These are the common symptoms. Apart from this, in the severe condition, leukopenia and thrombocytopenia, may develop a dry cough after few days and may develop a pneumonia. After about 10 to 20% patients have diarrhea. If not detected early, may be fatal. Death may result from the progressive respiratory failure due to lung damage. The next, the prevention. So there are different ways for the prevention of from the coronavirus. Some of the most common one are the quarantine measures. The infected person, they can be nursed in isolation. If the infection has occurred in animals, they can be slaughtered. We can use the disinfectant. Use of ether, chloroform, alcohol based disinfectants can avoid the contamination to enter into our body, the virus to enter into our body. And the most important one are the international travelers. Monitoring health of international travels can control the virus spread. Thank you.